Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be taking a look at the new update, changelog 1.11 or 1.11 for Farming Simulator 25. Now, this is actually just going to be looking at all of the new equipment and new buildings and stuff like that that was added, which we got some pretty cool stuff actually. This is probably one of the best updates in terms of equipment. So that's what we're going to take a look at what it does, and hopefully give some insight here. That's the goal. But yeah, so there are 18 new pieces of equipment. Yeah, let's just start into it here. So first thing here, we have the Flegel Vario Chassis V2, which is a pretty cool piece of equipment. It's designed to pair with these guys, which are the Lizard shipping containers. They have 3 different sizes, 20 meters, 30 meters, and this one on this trailer here, which is the Flegel trailer, is a 40 meter one. Then we'll talk about those in a second. Now, you are able to lift these guys up and take them on and off, or you should be able to at least put them onto the trailers. I'll explain what I mean by that, by using these 2 forklift holes there. If you go in here and you go under wheel loader tools, you use like one of these big pallet forks. This one should go open up, left and right, and you should be able to get it on there. I believe that works. We could actually, you know what? Let's just take a look at the sizing here on it. Let's just do that. We can test it together here. I didn't think about maybe doing that, so let's do that. I think this one will do it as well, to be honest. I think any of these will probably do it. Any of the pallet forks in here. I think this one's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. Let's try this one. That was big, right? Or wide. Yeah, they're small. Yeah, so the wide one should do it there. Let's try that. That's the pallet fork L180H. If you go to wheel loaders, we'll use the L180H since that's what I said I was going to use. And let's get in this guy. And some of the stuff will be pretty quick to go through it, and other things will take us a little bit longer. Yeah, this looks about just right. Now, can I open the help menu? I don't think... Oh, I can. I can adjust these as well. Okay, so it's not terribly specific. Yeah, these are going to be plenty wide. So you should be able to just come up to these containers if you're thinking about how to move them. Now, obviously, you can use super strength to move around if you want to. But any one of the wheel loader forks should be able to get you in there. Yep, you can see I'm starting to... Yep, there we go. And I can lift this just like that. Okay, so there you go. That's how you're going to move those. You buy them at the store, which let's take a look at this stuff in the store real quick before we talk about using it. So if we go in here, the Flegel trailer, I haven't gone out and found exactly where it's at in here. I'm going to assume it's actually under miscellaneous. I went and found everything by the brand earlier, just to make my life a little bit easier. And I apologize for this video coming out when it's coming out. I would have preferred this to come out yesterday, but that just didn't work out. So it is what it is. It's under miscellaneous. I'm not sure what category that is going to be under there. It might be on some sort of miscellaneous transport one. But anyhow, we can just go look for it in here. Pretty easy way to find it is go to F, then go to Flegel, and then there you go right here. So yeah, you go into here. You can change the colors if you'd like to, which is pretty sweet. And this is the trailer that works for the 20, 30, and 40 meter containers, which... if you go down here to the bottom, you hit combinations. That's how I found the shipping container. $38.50 to buy. If it's 40 meters, or 40 feet, sorry, 12 meters, 40 feet, not 40 meters. Goodness gracious, I apologize. $16.50 for that. Holds 44,000 liters of logs, which we'll talk about that. You can do Lizard Logistics or Forester on any of them. You can change the color to pretty much whatever you'd like to if you want to. But yeah, you can do 40 foot, 30 foot, or 20 foot. Those change the price a little bit here and there, and they change the capacity. You can see 33,000 there, 21.7. Or 21,700 liters for the small one there. But yeah, so you get those, get them out here. You can use the forklift to lift them onto a trailer. Once they're on a trailer, they really don't come off. So if I turn on super strength, I can... Oh boy, I'm gonna have all sorts of issues with this one now. See, it doesn't want to come off. It's pretty locked in, which once you get it close on the trailer, it'll automatically kind of lock into place in the trailer, which now... I think this one here is kind of... this field not allowable tools attached. It thinks this one is now attached to that trailer. So it's not great. And you can't pull up next to it and load it up yourselves. But yeah, these two are now bonded together. Now, the way to get rid of them is you drive up to a forestry sell point, and you just drop them off, and they'll be good to go. Now, what you can do in the meantime is you can put logs in these. So if you have one like this one, which is not attached to a trailer, I can come up to the back of it, and I can hit X to open the door. Oop, I still have hold of it. And then all you do is move your logs using some piece of equipment close to it. And there they go. They'll automatically load onto there. If you come up to this, it has 1788 liters of wood. So you just got to get them kind of close into the, like they're going to load in there. It's basically auto load for wood. For console players included. All this stuff is for all platforms, which is pretty cool. So you can now auto load your wood basically if you can push it into this container. And any size tree, log, whatever will go in there. So if it's obviously a smaller piece of wood or whatever, like if you had a piece of wood that was like really small, like if I just spawned in maybe just a really small, 1 meter chunk of wood here. Oh, load of log is long like there. The reduce the sell price target is 9 meters. All right, so it does have a little bit of an effect on it, but you still can put them in there. It just reduces the sell price for that. But anyhow, then you would take this container, load it up onto one of the trailers, and take it to a sell point. Now, the trailer itself, you can set it. It's currently set to 20 feet. If I hit V, it'll expand it out to be ready for 30 foot. And if I hit V again, it'll make it ready for the 40-foot container. So you can expand it out so that way it's more ready for whatever it needs to. Left shift V to bring it back in. There's the 30-foot container. And then if I do left V again, it tells it it's going to have a 20-foot container on there. So pretty cool little nifty guys there, actually. Next thing we have that's new is the Corona GX AgriLiner 520, which that's this guy right here. You can hook it up and do whatever you need to do. It's not nothing crazy about it. Now, the other thing it said as new additions and functionality is the Corona Trailer Profi Liner received a new livery option, or new livery option. But if I go in here and I go to K, we go to Corona. Oh, there's two Corona Trailer. Oh, well, that's the Profi Liner there. I just answered my own question. I don't know why it was on a different one. I couldn't find this under there. But yeah, so there's the new livery option. It's this one right here. So there you go. I'm stupid. That's all you need to take away from that. I didn't know, why would you have it in there twice? Some of the brands, they do that. It bothers me. But anyhow, under here, the new trailer is the GX AgriLiner 520. You can do yes to the cover or no. Just note that no cover is 55,000 liter capacity. Yes to a cover adds $5,000 to the price and takes away 3,000 liters in capacity. You can use some wheel setup and license plate stuff as well, but it is a trailer. Here we have the thing you guys are probably most excited about. We have the Lemken Jewel 6MV. This is going to be fun under plows, or you can just go under Lemken here. I'm just going to keep doing it by brand because that's what I've been doing. The Jewel 6MV, you can do it with 4 mold boards, plows, or 5, and you also can do the slatted mold boards as well if you want to. So a couple different options. You can either have it, again, 2.5 meters or 2 meters, and that's the 4 or 5 setup there. I put it in the 5 setup out here, so there you go. This one's pretty cool. This is the Streymeister FW21T or 212 TD Profi. Something big words and things. If we go down to S, this is going to be found under like lime and fertilizer spreaders. If we go to Stromaster, I'm probably saying it wrong, $92,000 starting price. Wheel setup, you have standard 2, standard 3, back to standard. Nothing crazy. Holds 15,600 liters of both lime and fertilizer. Now, it does say in here 42 meters. I don't think it's going to do 42 meters of lime. 12 miles an hour is pretty quick, though, but we're going to test that. One of the cool things as well with this is you have a bucket attachment on the back. So if I go ahead and I can hit B to turn it on, and it's going to put lime out. That's definitely not at 42 meters for that lime going out the back. But if I was to put fertilizer in it, you can see now I can adjust the width, and it's putting fertilizer at a much wider width. So don't think you're going to get 42 meters of lime spread in there. I also can open the shovel. Oh, unfold, you know, unfold it first. It's my bad. Yes, you can put down the arms there. And then open the shovel as an option still. Interesting. Okay, I kind of like that. It's a much simpler way to do it. Can you... Yeah, you can't open or close it without that. That's kind of cool. So yeah, you'd get over, you could pick up some lime or something off the ground, hit open shovel, and then hit close shovel, and then boom, you're good to go. Move it up, get it over your trailer, and you can dump it in. It's pretty cool. I think this is pretty cool. I mean, it's a little tedious to do it that way. It's a cool lime fertilizer spreader there. Moving on, we have the Berthoud Vantage 4300. It's just a sprayer. We go in here, we can go under Berthoud. If I go down to B here. Where are we at? Berthoud, there it is, $62,000. The narrow tires, holds 4,300 liters, does 33 meters at 7 miles an hour. Pretty standard kind of sprayer stuff. Next, we have the Horsch Avatar 1225 SD, and I'm not going to show how all of these work on the fields because they do the same thing as the other equipment does that's similar to it. There's nothing, like, I'm showing you the stuff that's special, like the containers and things like that in general. Some things actually over there I'm not going to show you that are a little bit special, but I'll explain how to use them. So here we have the Horsch Avatar. If we go into our Horsch equipment here, Boom, right there. This is a seeder that does seed and fertilizer. You can do seeds 2,900 liters and fertilizer 38, do 33 and 38, or back to 29. So yeah, you have that, and you can change the seeder unit design a little bit, which is kind of cool. And you can change your tire options. Oop, I hit the wrong button there. Let me get out of that. All right, that should be good. All right, so anyhow, yep, got that. Moving on, we have the Schwarzmüller timber trailer. It is just a timber trailer. There's nothing crazy special about it. But if you wanted this little timber trailer like that, you have it. A lot of actually options for customization on it, and you can do different configurations for what are those called? The things. Yeah, you can do different things. It's very late for me. The update didn't work this morning. I got up at 8 a.m. this morning to put the update on, but Giants wouldn't download, and it had some sorts of issues. So by the time I had to work at 2 p.m. my time, the update was not done. So I left work early. It's 9 p.m. at night. Now I'm finally able to record. But anyhow, yeah. Here we have all sorts of different belts here. So through this, we have the AGI Batco BCX3 1549, the AG Storm FX Seed Treater, and then here we have, I believe this is the Westfield MKX 3094, and then we have the Westfield SDX2 and the AGI Westfield UTX 44. These ones are all designed to take seed or take crops in and out of AGI silos. This one, what you do is you can get in here, not this one, the one next to it, gosh darn it. Get me in the seed treater. There you go. It says it takes seed treating liquid, which you should be able to go in the store. It should be under. This is where I'm going to get in trouble here, not knowing where this consumable is. Let's see. It's not there. Should be under one of the consumables. Consumables. Nope. Maybe consumables here. Silage additive. That would have been a good spot for it. Forage harvesting. Silage additive. Why is there silage additive? I guess that makes sense. It can be down there too. Seed treating liquid, you should be able to buy it. I should have found it beforehand. I don't even know why I didn't even think to do that. But anyhow, I bet if we do it this way, if we go belt systems in here and we click on this guy, we can hit combinations and it shows us seed treating fluid. $0. It's free? That's new. So I guess for now you can buy it for free. But anyhow, yeah, and that's interesting. But yeah, seed treater, and what you can do is you can put grains through it, so like wheat, barley, oats, that sort of thing, and you'll make seeds out of it. And typically you make a lot of seeds, so I think for barley it's like 2 to 1 and stuff like that, so it's pretty effective. You dump seeds, or you dump the, whatever your crop you're going to put in at that end, and then the other end, seeds will come out into a new trailer or storage or something, and you can drive it around and do what you need to do. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. The other kind of thing that's pretty cool about this, I'm actually going to go to AGI in here at the very top. All the AGI stuff there's 3 different AGIs, which drives me absolutely insane. But here, you can say conveyors mainly used to empty your silos. That one's a pretty standard one. AGI Storm, this one, again, that's the seed treater there. And if I go to Westfield, some of these will say just conveyors mainly used to empty your silos. These ones tell you what silos you should use them on. So this one's for the smooth wall bin and the hopper bin, which are 2 new things as well. This one said it'll do the flat bottom bin as well as the hopper bin and the smooth wall bin. So those are 3 new silos we're going to get ready to take a look at here in a second, because we have 5 new buildings over here. So first up here we have the AGI flat bottom bin plus Neko dryer, I'm not sure how to say it. You have in and out there, and then this over here is kind of interesting. I'm assuming this is the out point for if you wanted to use a belt system, so you can use one of the belts instead to put stuff out of there. And I'm assuming up at the top of this as well, you can also use, I'm assuming you can use a oh, maybe not. No, it doesn't look like you really can. I'll say if you can use belts to get stuff out of here, I wonder if you can use belts to put stuff in, but it doesn't look like it. But anyhow, you can get stuff in and out here of the trailer, or you can get stuff out with a belt there if you'd like to. This thing is crazy high capacity. If we take a look in build mode here and we go to silos, where is this guy at? This guy is going to be this guy right here. $420,000 is not bad for a 5.4 million liter silo. Obviously, it's going to take your normal grain crops, but it's pretty cool. And then while we're in here, actually, let's just take a look at the other silos. These are 3 silos down at the end. We have this guy right here, the flat bottom bin, holds 500,000 liters for 42,000. You have to use a belt to put stuff in and out of this one. Then we have the hopper bin, holds 125,000 liters of crops. Again, you have to use belts to get stuff in and out of there. That one's 24,000. And then we have the smooth wall bin, holds 76,000 liters of crops. Again, you have to use belts to get things in and out of there, but it's only 18 grand to buy. And then we also have the shed here, which we'll take a look at in a second. That guy is right here. This is the AGI Sentinel shed. This is a pretty cool shed, actually. A little pricey, I think, but probably not in real life. It wouldn't be that pricey, but it's a good-looking shed. Very neat, tidy, modern steel shed. I actually really like sheds like this. And you got some doors on the backside there as well. But yeah, that is all of the stuff that is in the pack, or in the update, all that came with it. We got some serious traffic jams happening over here. Hopefully they figure it out, or they won't, one of the two. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff in this pack, actually. This is a pretty good update, so I would say hats off to Giants, even if it was a disaster trying to download it this morning. I think they did pretty good. I think this is going to be a little glitchy, especially with some of the things I found out about this, so this is a cool concept. I think it'll need some work. We've had that in the past. I don't think it was this glitchy in the past, so we'll see. But yeah, there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.